they're all named there.
Yep, yep.
The father's, which one sitting down here at the end.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one there is your dad?
Yeah, the last one on the end.
Last one on the end?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So that's probably 1926. Perhaps.
1926?
Yeah.
Right. So how old was your dad then?
Well, we reckon he played till he was 40, but he might have been 39 then, I reckon.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I've got to think back.
Yeah.
Not long after that, the recreation, where the ground they got now, was started up. I remember him playing there, crawling off with a gut take, but I don't think he ever played again.
Really?
He used to brand his sheep for 11, like he had to put a brand on him, and he used to have number 11 on his back playing football.
Oh, okay, so he branded them 11.
I don't know why. Don't know why he did that. It's just a easy figure to make, I suppose, 2 1s.
Yeah. So, were you at that game, the grand final?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to tell you, so I'd be only 7.
Right.
A lot of that would be played at Bannockburn, I think.
At Bannockburn.
But they beat Meredith. And I've heard Duncan Byard had played for Meredith, and my father talking one day.
Yeah.
Meredith had the better side, but Anakie just happened to beat him that day. And Stan Jobley, who was the school teacher at Staunton Vale, must have found some loophole. Eric Mayo was one of Meredith's great players.
Yeah.
And he wasn't allowed to play. Because he wasn't a resident long enough or something.
Okay, so he didn't play in the grand final.
He didn't play, so Anakie won, but that's only I heard talk.
Yeah, when your dad was talking to one of the other players.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
and you played a bit of footy yourself?
Well, I broke my arm at a practice match once.
Yeah.
And then they moved into Geelong, played in the Geelong competition with Drysdale, Queenscliff, at Queenscliff Garrison. And they had a lot of, they weren't Anakie players, they come from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't good enough to get into that side then. See, I was only about, 1937, I was only about 18.
Yeah.
Then the war came. And that stuff.
And was this team composed of a lot of locals?
Mostly locals, yes.
Mostly locals?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Beamish, he was a good footballer.
Was he?
Played full forward. And Jim Fry. Some of his descendants would be at Ballyang.
Okay.
Bizzle, Jack and Les Bizzle. Jack was full back, but he was a good kicker.
Yeah.
Les Bizzle was fast, he ran the stall.
Oh, really? Okay. Gee.
They were in that team.
So it was a pretty hot team then, even though you said the Meredith team was...
Well, that was only what my father and Duncan Byard were talking about.
Okay.
So I wouldn't remember whether they were Meredith had a good side or not. But in the 30s, I can remember that, Lethbridge were always too good for Anakie.
Oh, really?
They had all the Scanlons, Goggins, and there's a terrible lot of good footballers.
Okay.
Anakie had some good teams then too, but Lethbridge just had too good a team.
Right, in the 30s?
Yeah, the 30s, And then that was the old Matheson Cup competition.
Yeah?
But then they went into played in Geelong.
Okay.
So they used to play in the Matheson Cup, Inverleigh, Bannockburn, Meredith, Lethbridge, and Elaine.
Yeah.
In the early days they used to play Lal too, I think.
Oh yeah. In the 30s?
Or in the 20s, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
In the 20s?
I could just remember Lal, the team at Lal, I think. But there'd be nothing much there now.
Yeah. Okay. And so you were saying they used to play near the Presbyterian church?
Yeah, the paddock just north of it. They've got Neville, Noel Tucker and Neville Fay owned now.
Yeah.
Tommy Selkirk owned it then. It was full of crab holes. It used to get full of water.
Yeah.
Because the Anakie store was just there, right out in front, where Walkers lived.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a new house gone there lately.
Mhm.
That's where the Anakie store was.
Okay.
And then W.G. Brown gave them the land to make the football and tennis cricket ground on, and they went there.
Okay. Yeah. So when they were playing at near the church there, were there any sort of club rooms?
No, nothing.
Nowhere to meet.
I don't know whether they got dressed at the church or the stables at the church or at the store. Probably at the old store.
The old store. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I was pretty young and I can only remember the
Yeah.
crab holes full of water. And I was a bit of a kid going with my father.
Mhm.
But he'd go up there to have a bit of practice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so they used to practice.
Or kick to kick, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing very rugged, I don't think.
Okay.
But,
Ah.
then just before the war they had a very good team with lots of important players. And
Yeah.
I think there'll be only one of them alive now is Jim Bradley.
Yeah.
He's older than me.
Uh-huh.
I think he's in a nursing home, but he was a good footballer too.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
That was before the war.
yeah, from 1939
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
30.
Okay. So they had a pretty good team, but there are not a lot of locals.
Well, there's a few locals,
Few
yeah,
locals,
yeah.
yeah.
Les Armstrong, he was a great old trier, he always played a good game.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Oh yes, they had a lot of good Spillers too, right? Jack Spiller was
Uh-huh.
nearly good enough to play league football.
Really? Uh-huh. Are they related to the current Spillers?
Yeah, up at Anakie,
Yeah. Okay.
Jack and Clyde Spiller and Russell played, and then I suppose the younger ones did too.
Mm-hmm.
But that's been later on.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when you said your dad stopped playing when he was about 40,
Yeah.
did he stay involved in any way with the footy?
Oh, not really.
Mm-hmm.
Played cricket when he was pretty old.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to go to the football though, I remember. We were
Yeah.
still involved with it. I don't think he was on the committee of the footy club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Jack Tucker was in this, his brother. He was the blacksmith.
Uh-huh.
He's in that too. He used to be the goal umpire.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
But I could recall, this is after this time,
Yeah.
when we were bits of kids trying to kick a football around, Clyde Spiller, Keith Tucker and me.
Mm-hmm.
Old Johnny Tucker, one of the Meredith players must have got stuck into Joe Tucker, because he was only a youth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's half time when they're coming off, Johnny Tucker was the goal umpire. He sailed into him with the flags.
With the flags? Really? Oh dear.
So it was a bit of a fight.
Yeah.
But then I remember the women warning us not to go out on the ground. We were bits of kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
They formed a ring after the match. They're going to have a bit of a box on.
Oh really?
Ern Whitecross was involved in it, and this other bloke from Meredith, but it was Fisher, I think, they must have
Yeah.
talked about it. There was no fight.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether it was how to be daylight, because it's quarter to 3 the football then,
Yeah.
and there wouldn't be much daylight left unless it was early in the autumn.
Yeah. Okay. And so someone attacked someone with the flags.
Yeah, that was my Uncle Jack.
Your Uncle Jack.
Yeah.
You thought something went wrong.
Oh, he must have bowled him a bit rough, I suppose.
Yeah.
Joe and Neil, or Jack, it wouldn't be Neil. Because Neil and Joe Tucker played football for Geelong afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
At the time, all I can remember is the women not allowing us to go on the ground.
Yeah.
But it was going to be a fight.
Yeah. Yeah. High drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, do you have any idea when you said that ground, the land was donated for the club rooms and the
Yeah, that was
oval
W.G. Brown.
Mhm.
There's a photo of him here in a cricket team of him.
Is that?
Then I don't think they won a premiership until many years after.
Yeah.
I think it was when my son David was playing,
Uh-huh.
and I've just forgotten the year.
Yeah.
They had a couple of footballers from Geelong, Noel Robertson and Dottie Giles,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's 2 or 3 good young local footballers like young Trotter
Uh-huh.
and Roger Cook, and
Yeah.
a few were good local footballers. I think they won the Premiership then, but
Okay.
they've won a few since.
Yeah.
I haven't been involved.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think the day that the ground was opened, because W.G. Brown stipulated there was to be no grant on the ground.
Really?
That
Uh-huh.
was one of the conditions.
Yeah. Gee, that's changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I
what he
believe
said.
Ted Kelly, that worked for him, was one of his boundary riders,
Mm.
had his horse there in the jinker, and he had a bottle of beer planted in the nose bag
Really?
of the horse. So he had, they used to bring a bit in.
Sneak it in.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't that much about it.
Yeah.
There used to be a few go on the football buses and get a bit tight, with like some old Percy Tucker and
Yeah.
1 or 2 hangers on, but they weren't. They might have played football years ago, but
Yeah.
they used to like a drink.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but no, it's not like today where they
Yeah.
make a lot of money out of it.
So Brown donated the ground.
Yeah, it was
For all
all
that?
timber, they had to clear it, you see.
Oh, yeah.
I think, I remember my father's horses and Billy Hill's horses helped pull some of the timber together to burn it and
Yeah.
burn the stumps.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I was pretty young then,
Yeah. Yeah.
before I was involved with horses.
Yeah. So it's been there for a fair while then.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
just forgotten the year to be
Mm.
there, but
Yeah.
I don't. They could have been playing there when they won that premiership, but I don't think. I reckon they'd
Right.
still be there just above the Presbyterian Church.
Right. Okay. So it sounds like it was a home game then for Anakie.
That was the home game when they played there, but the finals were always played at Bannockburn.
Oh, were they?
So I presume whereas if the Anakie played
Played
at
at
Bannockburn.
Bannockburn. Oh, okay. Right.
There one match that I don't know who they played over there. Lethbridge were involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'd be at Lethbridge.
Yeah.
They might have played there one year. There's a dam at the end of the North Gold.
Yeah.
There's a water hole.
Yeah.
And of course the football used to go into the times too, but
Yeah.
the umpire, they put the umpire in it, some of the wild Lethbridge mob.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chuck the umpire in the dam. Oh, so the dam was sort of behind the goals or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a idea, small
Yeah.
water hole,
Yeah.
not very deep.
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably paddle in and get
Yeah.
the ball. Yeah, I remember that bit there.
Gee.
Yeah.
And you said one of the grounds had holes in it?
The Anakie ground had crab holes.
Crab holes. What are
Yeah,
crab holes,
just
Ross?
a clay ground that the little depressions get full of water when it's wet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was very deep, but
Yeah.
just, I don't think was it ever ploughed. Tommy Silkle owned it then.
Uh-huh.
We used to walk through the paddock to go to school.
Yeah. Okay. And obviously they were playing with those holes in the ground. You
Yeah,
know?
it's all right, they were, yeah.
It's a wonder they didn't do a lot of ankles.
I can remember Les Bizzle ploughed through the water there because he was a fast runner, and I suppose he'd be in most of the play.
Yeah.
You know, you stick in your mind when you're a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Was he in this team?
Yeah, Les was in that. Yeah.
He was in that, yeah.
Les was in that, yeah.
Okay.
With Jack Bizzle.
Yeah. And you remember them ploughing through those water holes?
When it was wet.
Yeah.
Must have got wet now and again.
Yeah. Probably more than it does now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Gee.
Then the 1939, just before the war, they played Queenscliff Garrison.
Uh-huh.
But Queenscliff Garrison beat them.
Yeah.
And of course, this was a terrible day.
Yeah.
Under the raging north wind.
Really?
They played at Osborne Park.
Uh-huh.
They had a good enough side to win, but they got beat that day.
Uh-uh. Okay.
So that they didn't get to play the grand final, win the final.
Right.
Because Queenscliff Garrison had a few good footballers. Some of them, I think, were league footballers.
Oh, really?
One or two.
Uh-huh.
I had played league football.
Mm-hmm. So Queenscliff Garrison, that's an interesting name. What was the significance of that?
Well, the fort at Queenscliff, it's probably just a museum there.
Yeah.
It used to be, they built it in the early days to stop the Russian ships or the French ships or something from coming in the bay.
Ah.
And they we used to play them cricket too.
Yeah.
A good lot of blokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I got the idea when they played football down there, they used to get undressed at the pub.
Really?
Yeah. Run across the road.
Gee.
I remember rightly.
Yeah. That's funny. And so you think when they had to play up here, they got dressed maybe at the store or the church?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I never went into that.
Because the church has been there for a fair while.
Oh,
hasn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
Actually, the stables at the church, only swaggies in them at our time going to school. They used to camp there.
Yeah.
But Ern Giles, who I bought this place off, he bought the old stables for the iron, and he built that garage out there. That's my garage. That's the iron that come off the old stables at the Presbyterian Church.
Wow. And it's still going?
Well, I've dolled it up a bit, but it's still a rough old shed.
Yeah. Gee whiz.
Yeah.
And Ray Tucker said they used to play up near the Ballyang, where the Ballyang school was, behind there. There was a ground there.
Yeah, they used to play there with against Ballyang had a team.
Oh yeah. Were they any good?
Well, I don't. Not in my young days. I don't remember. Remember going there to play cricket with my father.
Oh yeah.
But I don't ever remember being at a football match there.
Okay.
There would be though. There'd be football there.
Okay.
See, it was only horse and carts when I was that team played there.
Yeah.
It was only horse and carts.
Yeah.
Apart from a few of the squatters had cars.
Oh, did they?
Odd ones had cars.
Yeah. So
my father got his first car in 1927.
Oh, okay.
An Oldsmobile,
Gee.
a curtain car.
Wow, that'd be pretty fancy.
I suppose it'd be worth a bit if he kept it now.
Yeah, it certainly would. And that's only a year after this game.
A couple of years after,
Yeah. Gee.
Yeah, probably Johnny Tucker might have that car by then. I've forgotten now. They were just starting to get about a bit, the cars then.
Yeah.
The wirelesses.
All right. Yeah. So it would have taken everybody quite a while to get to the match,
Oh yeah. Well, I heard my father say that the hills going over to Lethbridge were horse killers.
Oh really?
They've always steep. They still are.
Yeah.
You go over that valley at Ward.
Oh yeah.
Up to Lethbridge.
Horse killers.
Yeah, horse killers, they used to say.
Oh dear. And they'd have to make that trip to get over there for the game.
I remember one night they come home, him and son Cash, my son he's in that team too, he used to work for my father. Yeah. And they come along in the jinker and they ran over a stump and tipped the jinker out. They tipped him out of it.
Oh dear.
Just near the Anakie Creek there.
Really?
They probably used to come down the sand hill, a shortcut.
Yeah.
Which was a good road now, but in those days it wasn't.
Right. Gee.
It's only a horse track.
Would have been difficult. And you mentioned a guy who you thought might be in a nursing home. Was that Bradley?
Jim Bradley, yes.
Jim Bradley, yeah.
The 1939 team.
The 39 team.
As far as I know, I think he might be the last of that's alive.
Really? Gee.
Ken Whitecross, my brother-in-law, he was in it. He was full forward. He was a good footballer too, but he had plenty of pace.
Oh yeah.
But, Arch McPherson was a school teacher at Anakie. He was a good sportsman.
Yeah.
He was a bit lazy playing football, but when he got stirred up, he was good.
Yeah. Okay.
And his brother Doug from Bannockburn played with Anakie.
Yeah.
Quite a few fellas from Inverleague.
Yeah.
Neil Smith. And, Danny Brisbane, I think he got killed at the war.
Really?
Different ones. A couple from Geelong, Bob and Dave Barry. from CYMS, they played with Anakie.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's great. It's nice to hear those, the stories where, like, unusual things happen at the game. Like you said, they threw the umpire in the dam, or the holes in the ground. Do any others things stick out that you think, gee, that was a bit strange thing going on compared to today? Being attacked by the goal umpire.
Yeah, well, that was by Uncle Jack. He must have hurt his kids, I suppose. I've just forgotten his name. Come back to me and played for Meredith.
Yeah.
And of course he hopped out and must have whacked into him.
Yeah.
Imagine the goal umpire doing that now.
That'd be the end of him. Be rubbed out for life, wouldn't he?
He would.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's good. So, you think? Do you know any relations of that Jim Bradley? Are they in the area?
Well, he married Laurie Osmond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some of the Osmonds are still about. Jack Osmond.
Yeah.
I think he plays football. He's a good footballer too, a good cricketer.
Yeah. So he played for Anakie, Jack?
Jack played for Anakie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, yes,
Okay.
You know Jack?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jack. Okay. He's someone.
Charlie, his brother played for Anakie for years, and then he played for Meredith for years afterwards.
Oh, really?
He probably played older than anybody about.
Really?
Well, in his late 40s.
Wow.
Charlie's still alive.
Yeah.
He lives at Meredith.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good footballer too.
Yeah. There's been a few good footballers around the area then, and cricketers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your forte with the cricket? Were you?
Oh, I was supposed to be a bit of a batsman, but just media.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might have helped them win the 36 one. I made a few.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But,
that's good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, they had Noel Robertson from Geelong played football. I think he was a good footballer.
Yeah.
Played with Geelong seconds. And
Uh-huh.
Donny Giles.
Yeah.
They're old and retired from work now too, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe in their 70s.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Still going though, those folks?
Well, I don't know about Donny. I haven't heard of him for a few years. Noel is.
Yeah. Okay.
Because last year at the football, I was just coming out with my daughter, and this fella grabbed me and called me Bert. It was Noel Robertson.
Uh-huh.
But Bert were all tuckers looking like us.
Called you Bert.
Bert was dead, of course.
Oh, okay. Gee.
Yeah. Well, they had... see, Neil Tucker played for Geelong. He went from Anakie, and then in the wartime when Geelong folded up, he went to Carlton.
Oh.
Played with them, and then he come back and played for Geelong.
Yeah.
They weren't going to let Geelong in again. The league teams in Melbourne didn't want them back in it.
Oh.
But they got back in.
Yeah.
But they didn't have a very good side there for a while, but they picked up after a year or two and won a premiership in 52, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, when my father played, it was the end of his football. He could run a bit. I can remember him being a good runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose by the time you're 39 or 40, you've about had it for football.
Yeah. True. Okay.
I think he played in the back pocket. I can remember then.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can remember as a kid, he'd laying on the sofa with broken ribs.
Yeah?
Harold Allen, as believe, jabbed him with the elbow, broke his ribs.
Oh,
he must have went to grab him, tackle him.
Yeah, and he's just...
He stuck his elbow into him.
Broke his ribs.
And I remember him laying on the sofa, groaning like buggery.
Oh, dear. Probably a lot of elbows probably got thrown in those days. You could get away with it.
They had no video on them, did they?
So, do you remember in the early days, was it pretty rough? Or was it not?
Oh, no, it's faster today, and blokes are bigger.
Yeah.
Fitter.
Yeah.
Especially the league blokes.
Yeah.
They're much fitter.
Yeah.
The game's much different altogether.
Yeah.
The drop kick is out of it.
Yeah.
Some of them were beautiful drop kicks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great art, wasn't it?
Yeah, like that Peter Piano that died for Geelong, he was a good kick. And
Yeah.
Billy Goggin,
Yeah.
they were beautiful stab passes.
Oh, yeah.
But that day, they're gone.
Those days are
I'll tell you
gone.
what, if you kicked the drop kick there, you'd get taken off.
You would, because you could make a mistake.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
I know. It's amazing.
I remember one day playing Lethbridge at Anakie, I think Ken Whitehurst told me this one about Chris Hill.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing in the forward pocket for Anakie.
Yeah.
He had fair hair.
Yeah.
And Frank Scanlon used to be full back for Lethbridge. He was Ken used to often have a bit of a fight.
Yeah.
But as Frank was going to pick up the ball to kick off,
Yeah.
Chris ran in and kicked it out of his hand. He said, "You snowy-headed little bastard, you come near me, I'll knock your head off." Chris got away out near the boundary, he never come near the goalpost again. Yeah.
He was ready to kick off.
He was just going to pick up the ball, you see.
Just ready to pick the ball
Yeah,
up, and he
so
kicked it out of his hand.
like a kid would do.
Yeah.
I suppose he's only young, but
Yeah. But he stayed away.
oh, funny things went on.
Yeah. I'll bet. And you know, did many people go and watch, Ross? Like, was it?
Oh, some of the women were a bit fierce. They
Yeah.
hit you with an umbrella.
Really?
Some of them, Mrs. Parker, the Bannockburn, she used to get involved a bit,
Yeah.
but then she'd make you a cup of tea and cut your sponge afterwards and those sort of things.
Yeah. But during the game, she'd hit you with an umbrella.
Oh, yeah. Flossie sung, Flossie Beavish,
Yeah.
she married Tom Beavish, and
Yeah.
they get stirred up watching the football, the women sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh gee.
Oh, I remember one football match when Jeff Thompson was playing, the scrimmage near the boundary, and Jeff bit him with no teeth in.
Really?
He put his mouth on his thigh, you know, it was a bit of rough play.
Yeah.
The bloke said, "Oh, you bastard, you bit me." He only bit him with no teeth because the blokes never had teeth in those days.
Oh, okay.
All the young fellas have got their teeth there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so most of the blokes didn't have teeth.
Oh, well, they'd pull them, we go to the dentist when they ached and they get pulled out.
Yeah.
So I remember a funny incident when Jack Tucker was captain of the Anakie.
Yeah.
He went out and tossed, and then suddenly remembered he never had his false teeth out.
Oh.
And he beckoned son Cashmore, who was the runner's trainer then,
Yeah.
he ran out and he just spat his teeth into his hand. He had to look after them.
Oh, that's good. So he
Right.
bit him with his gums, eh?
Yeah, he wouldn't like to be reminded of that. Just as if when you do your block a bit, sometimes funny things happen.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh well, that's a few good yarns there, Ross.
I hope it would help you.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's good. So I'll try and catch up with.
Keith Lowe played full back for Anakie. He's
Yeah.
dead now too. He was a big, strong fella and good kick.
Yeah.
That was later on.
Mhm.
He used to cheer for me
Oh, okay.
because he moved out to the size of Geelong.
Yeah.
But he's dead.
Yeah.
A lot of people younger than me have gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. So you reckon the footy club's a good thing because it just gets people together?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where they come, of course they've got to pay them now, don't they?
They do pay some. Yeah.
See, in the old Matheson Cup days,
Yeah.
you had to live within a 6-mile radius of the post office to be able to play.
Oh yeah.
But that'd be as the crow flies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, so you sort of had to live in the district or close by to play with them.
Mhm.
The Spillers were in it. They played for Anakie.
Yeah.
They could have easily played for Lethbridge. 'Cause they were
Okay.
closer to Lethbridge.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there wouldn't have been a lot of money floating around.
No, there wasn't. Of course, they had the long shorts then in those
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. The long shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember them telling me they played in the snow at E Lane once
Really?
when they went up there to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snow was falling.
Yeah. Gee.
I don't think there's a school at Elaine now.
Right.
Some of
Snow.
these country places have died, some of them. Some
Yeah.
have gone ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So luckily Anakie can keep cricket and football teams and
Yeah.
keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah, it is lucky.
I remember when I was young I had new football boots.
Yeah.
I wore up there, the ground was that hard I lost my toenails.
Really?
The hard tops on them then, you know.
Oh yeah, the steel caps.
Yeah.
And you lost your toenails.
Well, they blackened them and when they grew again, they grew in. I had ingrown toenail.
Oh.
The doctor had to whip a bit of flesh off the side and
Yeah.
pull the nail off and
Ooh.
cut a bit of flesh away. I was in hospital overnight when he did that.
Gee whiz. The ground was so hard.
Well, it was hard, it dry,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he wouldn't worry about it then.
Mhm.
You wouldn't know any different.
Yeah. Yeah. Gee.
And me new boots, well, you should have worn them for a while to get
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Wear them in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so your dad used to take you to the footy and the cricket?
Oh, we used to go on buses and
Oh, okay.
they had a scrounge a ride sometimes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Look, well, there was Dick Foot after the war. I think Dick Foot's truck used to take the footballers to Meredith and some of these places.
Mhm.
Dick was captain coach.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The Jollies, the butchers' trucks
Yeah.
would take them to football.
Mhm. Mm.
I remember Toby Giles telling me about when old Bill Jolly had the truck taking them to the football years ago. He used to come up just above the hall here where the blacksmith shop was to
Mhm.
pick up the ones from Staunton Bar.
Oh yeah.
And he went in the old truck and he drove around the yard and pulled up and he said to them, "Brakes are not too good." He was going over Spillers Hills to Lethbridge.
Yeah. Brakes are not too good. Oh, gee.
Those days are gone, aren't they? But you have to
Yeah.
have a proper bus now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
They'd sue you.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, okay. So they wouldn't have had a reserve.
Probably not.
Okay.
You never know. That perhaps they would. Well, he'd be in the team, you'd think, wouldn't you?
13, 14.
He's only 18.
There's only 18. That's true.
Yeah.
And the guy with the moustache.
That's Uncle Jack, the Tucker the blacksmith. Yeah.
Ah, is it?
He's
Yeah.
the one that hopped the bloke with the flags.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Was he the coach or something?
Well, in my time he was just the goal umpire.
Oh, okay.
But see, it was his children playing then.
Okay. Right. He's standing right in the middle there, looking important. Isn't
Well,
he?
he must have been involved with the team then.
Yeah.
He would
yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think they probably had one of the players coached, or do you think they just coached themselves? What happened in the early days with that?
Like I did, Dick Finch, who worked on the water works, might have been captain.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember them having a coach.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Dick Finch. Ah, yes.
I
Yeah.
think he's in the middle there with the ball. He might be captain.
Mhm.
Of,
Okay.
Stan Jobling was a school teacher at Staunton Vale.
Mhm. Yeah. And what's this El Dorado, Charles
Yeah,
Tucker?
that's my father.
Yeah. Is that what they?
Well, that was the name of his property.
Oh, okay.
Because other Charlie Tucker's in it too.
Yes.
That's Job Tucker's father.
Okay.
And
Right.
Billy Tucker's and Steve Tucker's grandfather.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So one was Cave Hill and the other was El Dorado.
Yeah.
Okay. The name.
That's just Charles.
Yes.
Mm.
And the name of the property was Cave Hill, was it?
Yeah, well, it's still known as Cave Hill up there where the Tuckers live. You know, Granite Road West.
No, Granite Road West. Yeah.
Granite Road goes down towards the Little River and that way. The
Yeah.
other one,
The other way.
there's few of the Tuckers live up there. Nellie
Uh-huh.
lives closest to the road.
Yeah.
That's Jock's wife. And then
Oh.
there's Billy and
Yeah.
Steve and I
Mhm.
think Ruth.
Yeah.
It's got a house further up the hill now.
Okay.
Mm.
And that's Cave Hill.
Yeah, that's Cave Hill.
Is there a cave there?
I suppose that's how it's got its name.
Yeah. Okay. And so, but they're not related to you, are they?
Yeah, they're all
related
in a sort of a fashion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the Tuckers and Anakie are related somewhere else.
Somewhere or
They're
other.
pretty distant there, somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're... Oh, that's Charlie Osborne sitting down at the front there.
Yeah, that's Jack's father.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be fairly young then.
Yeah. And some of them are playing with belts on to hold up their shorts, and some aren't.
I can remember, like the Jim Fry, he was a very good footballer.
Yeah.
And Tom Beamish.
Yeah.
Probably Les Bizzle too.
Yeah.
But, George Tucker used to kick it to his brother-in-law Tom Beamish. George was not a very good kicker.
Oh yeah. Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Stan Hassett.
Oh yes, they were about Anakie there.
Yeah. Okay. Tom Beamish. Stan.
Tom Beamish's son, and they'd live at Werribee, Lloyd and Pam, they're still about.
Yeah.
They're fair age now.
Yeah. Okay.
Lloyd used to have a few racehorses.
Oh yeah.
Werribee's a big place now, isn't it?
Oh, it's just getting bigger all the time, Ross, isn't it? Gee.
No doubt about it.
And that's your dad on the end there.
Yeah.
It's a great photo.
Yeah, they'd have one of them up in the wreck.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Do you know where that was taken?
Well, I'm not too sure whether it was up at the hall or whether it was at the wreck.
I don't know.
There's a tree in the background.
There's a tree and a big field.
Yeah.
Cleared area behind.
So it could have been at the wreck, but my memory bank thinks it might have been up at the hall, because Bert Thompson used to take photos in my school days.
Yeah.
So whether he took the photo or not, I don't know.
Okay.
But I think I've asked my sister, but she thinks they might have been at the wreck.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't swear to where they took the photo. But at the back of my mind, I thought it might have been up at the hall.
Okay. Yeah.
But I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Yep. Great. Well, thank you, Ross.
Oh, it was like
second year in the competition, go through the season undefeated and premiers is a great effort. And, congratulations to the captain, Xavier, to coach Phil, and all the players, of course, who made that such a successful season for the Anakie Football Club. I suppose you realise now, Anakie, that you're the team that everyone want to beat. You set the standard last year, and it's up to you boys to continue what was put in place before you last year. So good luck for the year. As a permanent reminder, and it's certainly up to you players who were in the side last year, to make sure this flag is proudly displayed at every available opportunity. To make sure that everyone's reminded that what a great year you had in 2007. I'd now like to ask everyone to enjoy.
Without the footy club,
Yep.
without the footy oval, netball, cricket, the whole lot, I think the community misses out on contact, and misses out on the gathering place, and misses out on the people. We've got the local general store
Yep.
just up the road, and we coincide with each other. Like, we do a lot of things together, and I think you've got the store where you do coffee, but you've got kids, and it ranges from all ages, whether it be your Auskick kids Sunday morning, or, you know, you look at today at the grounds, you know, and we've got under 14s, first time to use under 16s, and
Yep.
it builds your community. It's a meeting place for your grandparents come down to watch the kids,
Yep.
the parents, and, you know, you got 3 and 4 generations here sometimes, so it's,
Yep.
it's a huge part of the community.
Sure. And what about a couple of years ago we had a bit of an emergency with the fires?
Again, with the fires, and that's what, 2.5 years ago now, geez,
Yeah.
it's gone that fast. Without the footy club,
Yep.
we just, it's the place to meet, it's our evacuation point, it's the whole lot. Like,
Yep.
you know, the footy club needs a lot of work, we need to spend a lot of money on the club to bring it up to scratch, but still, we look after our footy club, we nurse our footy club along. The conditions here, you look at our footy oval, you know, it's our first game today in a lot of seasons, but when the fire was on, it doesn't just cover the Anakie area, which we try and tell people, it covers such a broader area, you know.
Yep.
It covers Ballyang East, it covers Staunton Vale, it goes Maud, it goes Stiglitz, it covers a huge area, and this is the main spot, this is our evacuation point, this is where we had so many trucks parked out here, we had the emergency services, the whole lot, so again, huge.
Huge. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks.